Hello everyone, I just ordered some fertilizers and some supplies for my 2019 growing season, and so many of you asked me where I find my fertilizers and containers and moss, bark, everything that I use. So I thought I would kind of do a video today where I go over that. Everything I'm showing you today can be purchased from Amazon, and there's some products that you might be able to find locally as well. I'll make note of those as I show you the products. So let me start by showing you the fertilizers that I use. Okay, and I got a brand new bag of Better Grow Orchid Plus. This is a 2014-13, and this is my go-to fertilizer. Many of you have asked me if I use a bloom booster, and I don't. I only use this Orchid Plus, and my orchids are growing beautifully and they're blooming beautifully. I buy this on Amazon, and you can also find it at Lowe's or Home Depot. Okay, and now let's go over the supplements. CalMag, you have to have this for your orchids. The Better Grow Orchid Fertilizer doesn't have any calcium in it, and calcium is so important to the health of your plant. It's responsible for keeping new growth strong, and the blooms on your plants will actually be just much brighter. Your new growths will be stronger. I use it every single time I fertilize and when I water, and I order it on Amazon. I've had this bottle for about a year and a half, and I still have a half a bottle left. So this lasts a long time, but remember, when you don't use a calcium source, you're going to have weak and flimsy growth that tends to just die back and turn black. So using a really good calcium source is very important. Another supplement that I use is the Grow More Seaweed Extract, and I buy this on Amazon as well. This is a great source of potassium for your orchids, and it's also a great source of amino acids that tell the plant what to do and when. I have seen a huge difference in my orchids since using this. I love seaweed extract. And I also use Epsom garden lime. Now I find this at Lowe's or Home Depot locally. It's inexpensive. It's $7 to $10 a bag. I just sprinkle a quarter of a teaspoon to a third of a teaspoon on top of the bark or the moss every 2 or 3 months. It's also an excellent source of calcium and magnesium. Now, I don't use this in water culture. I tried it, but it just doesn't break down. It dissolves very slowly. But I do use CalMag in my water culture all the time. So between these two products, my orchids are getting plenty of calcium and magnesium. Several of you have asked me if I'm using Epsom salts now. I don't have any magnesium deficiency since I've been using CalMag and Epsom garden lime. So I don't use extra Epsom salts anymore. These two products cover you as far as calcium and magnesium are concerned. Several of you have asked me for a close-up of the moss that I use. I love New Zealand Spagna moss. This stuff is awesome. It comes in this flat pancake-like packaging, and then when you rehydrate it, you get 8 liters of moss, and this stuff is beautiful. I like the New Zealand Spagna moss, and I also like the Better Grow premium grade orchid moss. This is Best Grow New Zealand Spagna moss, and I get this on Amazon. And I also like the Better Grow premium grade orchid moss. If you order it online, just make sure that you are getting the premium grade orchid moss, not the regular brown basket type moss. The brown basket moss isn't for orchid growing. You can also sometimes find this at Lowe's seasonally. I found that in the spring I can find this locally in Lowe's. I also got some brand new Orchiata bark for the growing season. Orchiata bark is my favorite bark, and I ordered this from Amazon. For my regular size phals and dendrobiums, I like to use medium-sized Orchiata, and I'll show you what this looks like. My Phal Hilo Pink is in full bloom, and I'll show you what this beautiful bark looks like. Okay, here's my beautiful Hilo Pink, and she's been in Orchiata bark now for a year. Let me show you what the bark specifically looks like, because it is beautiful hardwood bark. One of the main reasons I like it is because it is a hardwood bark, so it's very durable, and also the size of the chunks is very uniform. So for my regular size phals, I use the medium size chunks, and for my miniature Phalaenopsis and Dendrobium orchids, I use the small Orchiata bark. And I like to have a good supply of containers in different sizes and shapes at the beginning of the growing season for my repotting. I find orchid pots on Amazon. And they also have pots on Amazon like this for miniatures, but I also make some of my own. I just go to the grocery store and I buy solo cups, and I drill holes in the bottom of them. This is a solo cup, and this is a Chinette cup, and I just drill holes in the bottom and make my own orchid cups. And also for my repotting, to provide extra drainage in my pots, I use Horticultural Charcoal, and I buy this on Amazon. And also, several of you have asked me about my non-dissolvable packing peanuts. You can buy these at a craft or a hobby store. Just make sure they're non-dissolvable. But these are very useful when you're repotting. And let's end this video with the beautiful view of Phal Legato in the sunshine today. I hope you all are having a wonderful day and be highly favored, deeply loved, and greatly blessed. And we'll talk to you all next time.